Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft live stream. I am Pink Blackheart, and it is Friday, so this stream will not be very long, especially because I started late, it's D&D night, and we have an extra person here tonight than we would normally. So this stream most likely will be just an hour long. And I almost forgot to send my sister the information needed to make sure that our friend that's coming over isn't like bored out of her mind. Anyway, this friend of mine actually is someone I've had on the stream when I first started streaming. We called them my lord. They are the Anubis wolf. I think I've called them Anubis wolf, and then we just started saying my lord. But yeah, they're someone we've had here before. Like, we've had Giant Wolf consistently. There's my sister, the adorable little fox. There's my brother, Blue White Heart. Then there is my friend, the Virtual Phantom. We also had Boss, one of my other friends. I actually plan on having one of my newer friends, Gregory, join me at some point. Like, literally, that's the only name I'll call them because it's the username that they use across platforms. So, they are Gregory, even though it's not their name. It's their username. But yeah, so I've had a few of my friends on here with me before. Though at some point I should like I should probably get them to join me more often, but it's like alright. Let's get back to draining out the water that is still on top. Wow, there's a lot of spiders. But my brother, like I said, in my Discord notification that I post myself, so I'm late. My brother was talking to me about the project he's currently working on, and honestly, it's a very cool idea. I love the idea, and I honestly want to share it on stream once he's posted all the maps that he's created. And if you're wondering why I say posted all the maps, it's because he's been working on, like, maps that are all kind of the same thing, and they are all connected. They take certain things, so they're maps based in Portal, so they are taking certain vanilla maps and changing what the outcome of the map is completely. So if you think you know how to get out, you actually don't. I can't tell you what the concept is, but it's fun hearing some of the things that he has set up. Oh. Okay. And because I was talking with my brother so long, I needed to take a big swig of water. And yes, I can still call what I'm drinking water because it's based in water. It's just flavoring added. Hello, fish. Random fish. Random fish. Well, hi. Wait. I'm so confused what's going on in my inventory right now. Anyway. I forgot where I was in my thought process. So yeah, my brother's been working on a whole bunch of like portal maps, and well, I really do want to share them, but they're not out yet. So I can't just go and play the map. I have to download them, which I don't have accessibility like he does. Wait, where's the other fish? Ah, wait, I know what my thought process was completely now. Because I said he was, like, gonna upload a set of maps. I mean that. Like, you know when there's a map put out that you have to wait weeks upon weeks to get the next, like, big upload, maybe even months? Well, he's been working on these, never losing pace, and is gonna post all of them up at once on the same day, once every single section of this story is complete. He did not want to, like, upload something that was not complete, because when you, like, put up a part and you have to wait for the next one, it's not complete. So you're waiting for the next part. What he's doing is giving you the whole story so you don't have to wait. I honestly think it's a very good idea from the standpoint of, like, creator and enjoyer of content. Fish. But let's be honest. Apparently, I didn't know this about my brother, but all throughout elementary school, he didn't know he could move his eyes independently of his head. Foxtron! You missed the whole 15-minute spiel. It's okay, though. You can always go back and watch it. Fox! Fox! You are here! Talk to me! Alright, up we go. Because I need to start making the... Ah, wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. Guardian. I was in the middle of a thought process. I forgot what it was. Oh, wait. I was talking about my brother still. And... for some reason, it wasn't common sense to my brother about being able to move your eyes independently from your head. So when he looked around, he looked around. He was not subtle. Like, he did not know you could move your eyes independently of your head. So he did not just sit there and just absently, like, gaze around without moving much. Ow. Please be night faster. Oh, go away. So I think the last comment I should make about my brother is very smart. He just doesn't always think of the obvious. But kind of going back to kind of why I may just have an hour-long stream. Being as I have D&D, I started late, and my friend Anubis Wolf is coming over. I kind of just want to be right there by their side as, like, we start the end of our day. And I mostly say this because I have 4 people I know, technically 5 people I know, who have birthdays in May. I'm not going to tell you exactly each of their birthdays, but my brother is one of them. The giant wolf is another. Our friend, Zenith or Spider, whatever I choose to call him by, because, well, he's got a billion names, and you can never know which one to call him by, and I mean, I think Neo is the name that we have accidentally said, even though it's, like, nowhere close to being his real name. I mean, my real name has been spilled. Wolf's real name has been spilled. I think my fake name has also been spilled. Also, my sister's, chosen name has been spilled, I think. I know I've actually spilled my brother's name, but that was by complete accident, and I tried to cover it up. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Like, I said his name. Can't turn back now. But in case people don't actually go back and watch the old stuff, hey, you don't know his name. You don't know any of our names. So, my brother has a birthday coming up. Giant Wolf has a birthday coming up. Spiders has a birthday coming up. And Anubis Wolf has a birthday coming up. And then Gregory. I only recently just learned Gregory, so... So yeah, I'm not sure if I remember Spider's birthday correctly, but I think I know it. I just can't exactly remember. I definitely remember Wolf's, I remember Blue's, and I remember Anubis, my lord, because, well, I think I've known my lord just a little longer than I've known Spider. I actually don't know my sister's friend Farmer Jerry very well, but he's like someone I talk to occasionally. So being as we have someone joining us tonight that we normally don't have with us, I don't know how tonight's gonna go. But I do think it's gonna be still very fun. Like, they could probably do a few, like, NPC voices for us. Like, that could be very useful to have. I could give them Coda. So, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but when we first started the new, like, D&D session, my character I started with is named Coda, but as we continued along and all that, I found I actually didn't connect to the character Coda very well. And, well, as much as I wanted to connect to this very character, it wasn't one I was very familiar with, and it's gonna take a long time for me to connect at all. Ooh. What? It's day. It's day. They're more active. No. Don't do that to me. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. But yeah, so it's gonna take a few years for me to actually, like, develop Coda further for me to actually get a better understanding of how I ever want to play the character. So for the time being, I have switched to a kind of another version of the person that I play normally. Like, you guys don't see very much of it now, but I do plan to get more into character as things go on. Like, if my friends if I can get my friends more active on my world, I will actively become more of the character I portray. Because that, I kind of want it to be a constant lore. Like, even when it's like, yes, we are all getting along, it is still lore. Whee! So, on YouTube, I have one of the tags for my streams is lore on like every one of my SMP videos. Because guess what? All of this, all of the time, lore. It is all lore. Like, I have no idea of what's going on with my brother's Temple of the Ham Sandwich. I asked about that when I tricked him into being on stream with me. But it's just like, I still don't know what's going on, and for some reason the last time we talked about it, I really did fixate on the fact that he said quartz. So yeah, now I have a pile of quartz that may not be going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, Fox joined and disappeared. I will take note of that. Anyway, so I really should talk more about Pink Blackheart as a character because, well, it really does tie into why I'm doing some of the things I do on the world. Like, it is the reason why I'm doing things. Like, if I treated like this like any of my past Minecraft worlds, I'll tell you now, I wouldn't be continuing at all. I would have just left at some point. Like, literally, I have a creative world. The only thing on it is a version of the Afton family house based off of the FNAF 4 minigames and the knights themselves. So that's a thing. And that's the only thing I have. And I'm going to be honest, it's based off of the version that I have on the 360 that is at my feet. But I have remade it, redesigned it, and made it better. It's actually a more flushed household than the original one was. Like, I could tell you the exact original layout of the house and show you that the hallway did not actually have any rooms. I just decided that I wanted to add rooms along the hallway. And then I changed the hallway and the room arrangements and added another hallway with more rooms. And then I added a basement. So, yeah, like, that's a whole thing. But because I am basing this world around the story that I've been building up for years. I am actually getting somewhere that I couldn't before. Like, when I was doing the hardcore stuff, I kept dying. And I mean, that just hindered any progress of us actually doing anything. I could not make the cities and structures that I wanted, so I ended up making just a regular SMP so that even if I did die, I could still do them. Like, I literally have died a few times while doing this. Like, you don't see all of it, but it has happened. So this world is supposed to be the embodiment of the civilizations of each of the children of Herobrine. I actually have, for a long time since I heard the legend of Herobrine, been fascinated with the start of the myth and how it grew to become so big. Even though I know he's not real, some part of me wishes that he one day will be. So, let's be honest. I made my father's skin on Minecraft Herobrine because, well, if I'm gonna have anyone be Herobrine, it might as well actually be my dad. Because I'm not fascinated in the myth like it's something I can just throw myself into. I have actually built quite extensive lore for each of the characters, and it's like, yes, I play the role of Pink Blackheart, but I can't entirely say that she is me. Because I've made it so that her existence is kind of more like her father's, but not entirely the same. It stems from the same anomaly, but it's not portrayed the same way because it's tied her and her brothers quite literally together. They are the same entity while being separate bodies. So if we're going into like a coding basis for the characters, like I literally have made it that they are very aware of the world that they're a part of. Their code's always decaying, so they're always having to mess with it. So they are very aware of what their existence is, and for some reason, all this broken code that they have mashed up together works perfectly fine for them. And there's a lot of paradox code that a lot of people would say, no, this would not work. How are you even alive? I'm going to be honest, they shouldn't be. Their existence is the very anomaly that should be questioned. And being as over the years that I have fluctuated with many different interests, I have made it so that even though their characters are based from Minecraft, they can actually be manipulated to be thrown into a different kind of story. Like, if you know the story of Kingdom Hearts, that's one that they can be thrown into, and it's just like they're a background character from any standpoint from the original, like, games. Like, if you're going off of the, if you're going to, like, add a background character that holds some importance, but you never get to see again, you will, like, you would put them in a point in time where you know they can exist, but you know they will also die at that point to never exist again. So, like, if anyone has played the Union Cross game, the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross game, I know I have, I'd throw them in at that point in time, like have them be this completely obscure character that has basically nothing unique about them while still being very unique. So why I would throw her into that kind of area is because I was actually fascinated with the concepts of a Dream Eater being created. But I wasn't exactly going off of that she was created, more of she became on accident as she was living at this time. So, literally, what the basis behind Pink Blackheart has become is she is a character that, even though something like this is her origin, she can be reused in this story in a different way. So I don't have to use something I don't know for this same thing. I have built this character to be the, like, keystone to some of my ideas and stories. Like, even FNAF, I have fit her in some way into the story. Like, she could be one of the shadows, or she could be one of the staff bots. She could be a literal just employee that no one ever talks about. Like, she can be a normal person while still having this origin that is completely scuffed. Like, her existence is to be the one wearing the mask, to never be seen. Because, I'm going to be honest, she is kind of that character that has no personality, but has all the personality. She's the one without emotions, but has all the emotions. I don't set her up this way because I want her to be overpowered. It's her flaw. She wants to be a kind and caring person, but because she doesn't have emotions normally, it's hard to be a person. And because she doesn't have emotions, it actually affects one of her brothers, being as they are the same entity, just different bodies. The one I'm talking about that it affects is Green Blackheart. I've said in the past that I'm not sure if I should keep Green as a guy or make it my sister. But the reason why this whole thing is her flaw is because the fact she does not feel makes it more... It makes her more reliant on her siblings to know what is socially appropriate to show and what socially isn't. So when it comes to who she looks to for all that, it is Blue. Because Green ends up being the one that bears the weight of her emotion, so he's always snapping in anger that she doesn't feel. Like, you can tell that something should make her angry when it's Green who's getting visibly angry at you. So I've made it so that they have to rely on each other for various certain things, but they don't always have the capability of relying on each other as they're thrown into various stories. So there's the downside of being someone who doesn't have emotions, someone who doesn't have control of their emotions, and someone who can't do anything to help the others. So, getting back to the fact that Pink Blackheart is now the character I use for D&D, I have made it so that, I've had this idea that souls can often be reused, but the way you reuse them is to make sure that their memories are erased. Part of the glitch for the Heart siblings is they don't forget, so you have to have a very complicated code system to make them forget. So all the siblings are in the world of D&D together. They are. But they live separate lives, and they don't realize that they have anything wrong with them. They just do what everyone else does. They live and do their thing. Pink Blackheart's an adventurer, having her cousin Eve protecting her temple for her, while her brothers are still at their temples protecting them with all their hearts and such. Ah. How did you get in there? I can't say too much more than that her siblings are at temples and all that, but let me try to explain the idea more of that code that makes it so that they are forced to forget. It's the code is so that it makes it easier for souls to be reused. Now, there is like a standard type that forces people to forget as they are just living a life. But the moment they die, they are forced to remember everything. Now, that is a bug that really shouldn't exist, but it makes the souls very aware that there will always be that sense of deja vu throughout all the lives they will live, because there is something you cannot erase about a soul. And it's that you're going to repeat history the moment you don't remember something. So, everyone knows that they'll have a moment of deja vu. It's inevitable. If you don't remember that you've done something, but for some reason you feel like you have, it might have been a past life. Now, the Heart siblings will actually have various kinds of deja vu because they have been thrown into all the different types of roles. Now, for some lives, they remember everything. For other lives, they have that very specific code designed for them to forget. And then there are just times where they do forget for some reason. Like, you don't know why they forgot, but suddenly they remember everything by the time they reach a certain age. Like, the certain age is the fact that when they spawned in, they were awake for, they were technically awake for 10 years, but they were not living in those 10 years. They were just bodies kind of just sitting there at their spawn point. It wasn't until someone got close enough to them that mobs that spawned around them got curious of them, interacted with them, and they took their code. The only one that did not have the code immediately was technically Green, so he was the last to get his first set of code, but being the first to complete his line of mobs. Ba, 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 ba. Mm. I think I've given full context in one of my previous live streams to Silent why they exist the way they do. So I'm gonna like skip over that why they exist the way they do, and go into the why they get thrown into all these other stories, because it has something like my personal story. There was someone who took over. A war happened, causing many of the members of their family to go into hiding. And then in the middle of the war, everything freezes for a second. And half of the population of Minecraft across many of the various worlds, being as, well, you have all these tons of servers in many of the single player worlds. Of course, exactly half of the population across all of it gets taken from where they are. The world gets stored off to the side, and all these people are now souls to be reused across any story of any god's choosing. So you could put these characters in any place you wanted. Legend of Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, Homestuck, Hollow Knight. Let's see, Pokemon, Bendy and the Ink Machine. Like I have like things like all over. Like you can see my pickaxe. You can see that poster there is Kingdom Hearts. That one is Legend of Zelda. There's one next to it that's Hollow Knight, literally. Like there it is. I also have Keyblades on my wall. I also I have my some of my Pokemon stuff over here. The one Bendy and the Ink Machine thing I have is right on the wall over here along with it. I know I'm interested in more stuff. Like, I have a portal gun on top of my desk. done FNAF cosplay, which is in my closet. I have Ghostbuster stuff, like I have Harry Potter stuff, I have... What else? What else? Like, I am trying so hard to figure out what I have, because I have a pair of goggles that I used for like a steampunk kind of based costume. I have these knit bunnies everywhere. Like, I have so many things. And I'm trying so hard to name them all off the top of my head right now. But I'm having such a hard time. But I have lots of things. And I have, in a way, I have put this character in a lot more than I can just say out loud. She has more stuff going on in her past lives than she does technically currently. Like, this right here, what you're seeing is kind of after everything is said and done, she gets back home to her world. She starts her private world, makes it a server, invites her friends and family, and kind of just starts living to what she wants to do, like how she wants to be. Being as she has played the villain, she has played the bystander, she has played the anti-hero, she's played the hero. Now she just wants to be a survivor. A builder. So here we are. This is my world, and once I'm done with the Dragon's Tower, I'll tell you now. The dragon that will be sitting on top of the tower is her fully grown dragon form, as she is part Ender Dragon, and she has split part of her soul and her technically complete personality, as she doesn't have a personality, to be the guardian over the Spawn Islands, so that she can explore while still technically watching her home. So once the tower's done, the dragon fully built, that's what it's gonna be. That is the dragon's land. That is the dragon's trove. The dragon's keep. Like, in most, like, fantasy stories, dragons have a hoard of gold. Pink Blackheart owns a civilization. That's her hoard. And honestly, I'm surprised I actually got myself to actually talk. But it was just like trying to come up with something. I mean, being as, since After yesterday's stream, I have been nothing but I need to spitball. I actually spitball. I definitely need more water later. So yeah, this world is based off of kind of the experiences of living multiple lives and just wanting to live, to be able to do her own thing. She does not want to be what others have created. She wants to be a person. So what she wants to be as a person is someone who leaves things behind in the world that people can always find and use. So here's one of the things, a guardian grinder, being as there's like kind of 2 designs I have in mind here. I'm probably only gonna end up use one, but both of them are gonna still kind of be here anyway, being as like this is my first attempt. This is like my first personal design. I am not using anyone else's design. This is my design. Like, literally, when I'm sitting here, kind of doing stuff around as I drain water, sometimes I'll get, like, all the guardians down in here. But most of the other times, they're just sitting right here. They are literally just right here. Like, look at this. You can see them. Hello, zombie. Hey, there's one. I need to block this up a little. Whoa. I did not mean for that to happen. There we go. I'm gonna take that back. Oh, it's on the other side of this wall. Anyway. So, my first idea when, like, doing this, it was actually to have the guardians spawn in this area and kind of flow down this way. And then I was like, no, I think having them spawn at the very top and fall all the way to their death is a better idea. So yeah, that's kind of... This is not my first completed... This is not my first completed build. Technically, my first completed build is 2 villager houses. And then I have 4 technically not done. And then there's my tower that I do not have done. And then there's the plantation house that I built for my mom and dad for when they join. So they have a house. It's a really big house, really nice house, nice looking house. I am actually very happy with how it turned out. I still have not shown them what it is, but I do have a house for them. And it's completed, so like I have technically 2 builds done. Well, having several work in progress builds. And I kind of needed to make this because one of the current houses I'm working on needs the dark prismarine block. So I actually like need all ink sacks, and I need the shards to make the prismarine. I'm actually gonna probably redesign the second floor of that house because I used the blackstone, which I need to take that out. It was a bad idea. Like, the prismarine stuff does not look all that great with the blackstone, so I'm gonna take that out. Yeah, so technically that's kind of the basis of what I'm doing here. Like, in 2 weeks when this video is going up, I'm actually gonna make this kind of the primary video to explain things. I might actually clip the end part here and make it like end explanation for my stuff or something like that, or not. I'm just suddenly like being. This isn't an idea, but this has an idea I have, but am I gonna do it? Probably not. Like, I'm not gonna spend most of my time on YouTube. Like, I might edit stuff for YouTube, but it's just like, no, I'm focused here on Twitch. So, being as I'm gonna segue here, I actually need to end stream. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please check out my past live streams, even though they're probably very quiet and not as talkative as I am right now. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, in the description on Twitch. Hit the follow button here on Twitch, in the description on YouTube. This has been it for me. I've been Pink Blacker, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.